Hey, Bolo buddies, thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm getting ready to go into the Goodwill bins. Wish me luck. I got my gloves. Let's see if we find anything. Hope you're all having an awesome day. I'm gonna try to do more videos like this. May not be the Goodwill bins, but like thrift store, garage sale, stuff like that, where I'm actually outsourcing. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and let's go in. Okay, Bolo buddies, here I go. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think about this video. So I'm kind of just digging through some stuff. I've got my gloves on. I see this vintage game and I'm like, maybe I could sell this, or maybe I could sell the pieces, but I sat it back down. Checking out some VHS, a lot of sealed VHS. So I'm not sure really how that works with the Goodwill bins, but there seem to be a lot of those. From what I understand, it comes from the Goodwill after like so much time of sitting on the shelf. Am I understanding that correctly? This is only my second time at the bins, and the first time I walked out empty-handed. So we're going to go through the hard goods today and see if we can find anything. I'm just digging. So I plan to do more videos like this. I don't know how many will be the Goodwill bins. It's about 30 minutes from me. I did decide to put that in my cart to look it up later. I feel like my screen was wider when I was recording, but maybe it wasn't. So again, another sealed, I think that's a VHS. I did not grab any of the VHS. I just kind of picked them up and looked at them. The only VHS I would probably grab would be as if they were like a horror film, because those have a tendency to do well on VHS. So a lot of junk, as you can see, a lot of incomplete items. There were a lot of kids' movies. I put some of those in my cart. And if they would have been sealed, I would have bought them, but I didn't feel like testing them. I didn't feel like cleaning them, and I decided to just throw them back into the big blue bin. But I did pick up some. Sometimes I'm in the mood to sell things and sometimes I'm not, and today I was not in the mood to try to figure out DVDs that were pre-owned. Didn't I already pick this up? That's odd. I thought I picked, maybe that was a different one. So the comps on that one, I looked it up, were not that great. And I ended up throwing the chess set back in because it was so heavy. If it would have been lighter, I may have tried it, but again, with games, if they don't comp out high, I don't waste my time because you have to check for pieces and all of that stuff. Did you guys see that? It was like I think it's like a heater, like a hair heater. What do you call those? A dryer, not a heater, a hair heater. Like one of those dryers. Not 100% sure that's what it is. Look at this doll. Oh my gosh, that was creepy. It had like marker all over it. There's the hair thing. There's the hair thing. All right, let's see what else we got here. We have scissors. Those were kind of cool, but I don't think they're worth reselling, but they were new in the package. An old basketball. Lots of junk. Lots and lots of junk. So my Goodwill bins is $1.59 a pound. I did notice that on the sign. Let's see what else. I'm trying to remember what was in this area. That was some sort of game. It's just so much stuff to go through. I'm not sure if the Goodwill bins is really my thing. It's a lot of work, and you know, I did talk to the lady when I was leaving, and I was like, everybody seemed really nice. I've heard some like horror stories about people like being very aggressive, and she's like, well, it's usually when they bring out the new bins. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, you were over in the hard goods. She's like, they're getting ready to bring another hard goods out. She's like, do you want to wait to check out? And I'm like, oh man. I'm like, no, I'm good. So I ended up going to some thrift stores and checking out some other places. But I'm going to go through quite a few more bins here, but I think they were pretty picked over. I found some stuff, but not a whole lot of stuff. Another doll. Lots of dolls, lots of Disney dolls, but they were not in great condition. That one wasn't Disney. I almost bought that huge calculator. No, I'm just kidding. I am bad at math, though. I cannot do math in my head. It probably would have come in handy. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, this is kind of cool. So, oh, never mind. That's not it. This is the, that's thread and stuff like that. I probably could have went through that and a little better than I did, but I didn't see anything right on the top, so I just passed. Lots of stuff. Have you guys ever been to the bins? Comment below and let me know, how do you feel about the Goodwill bins? Again, I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to go back. There was some train stuff, but they were plastic. They weren't the die-cast metal. If they would have been the die-cast metal, I would have bought them for sure. I sometimes sell the die-cast ones individually, and then sometimes I lot them up. So as I'm going through this video, if you guys see something that is a BOLO or something that I missed, please comment below. I'm very, very curious. So this is a little Fisher-Price dollhouse toy, and there's my cart. And I put it in my cart. The bad news is I got home and I cannot get it open because the screw is completely stripped. I am going to have my husband look at it and see if he can get it open, but I do pretty well with Fisher-Price dollhouse items. They're not a BOLO, like a big BOLO, but they're a great bread and butter item. And again, just lots and lots of junk. I do like hard goods. I did not go over to, okay, I shouldn't say I didn't go over to the clothes. I did not look at the clothes. I walked over and I watched people digging through them. And I was kind of like in awe. And there were some people sitting on the benches. And I'm like, what are they doing? They're just sitting there. Well, they were waiting for the next clothing bin to come out so that they could be the first ones to it. And I will tell you, that clothing bin came out and it was surrounded by people looking through it. And I just watched. I was like, no, thank you. I almost thought about maybe figuring out what this was. I think it's some sort of game. And then I was like, nah, I didn't want to set my phone down and look it up. So I don't know. Some sort of Frozen thing, which may have sold, but it would have, I just don't think it would have been worth it. I'm just digging, pushing my cart and digging. I left my cart so far away from me, which is kind of funny because I have also heard people say, that's probably some big treasure right there. I sat it back down. I have heard people say, don't leave your cart because people will start digging in your cart. Nobody dug in my cart. I didn't have much in it. I know sometimes adapters and plugs can do well. That's why I was looking at that. So we're going over here to the other bin, which I'm not doing a very good job of showing you guys that. I do not video people, so that's why the camera is down when I'm walking, because I don't want to get people in my video. Let's see, I'm trying to remember. There was like a cheese grater. I was so glad I had on gloves. I think it was in this area, but I was like, people should really wear gloves when they go to the bins, because right there it is. There it is. What if I would have cut my hand on that? What if I would have diced my hand like cheese? That would have been so bad. Did I just say diced my hand like cheese? I think I did. Oh my goodness. So let's see what else we got here. There's one area coming up and I'm almost feeling like maybe I passed on something that I should have grabbed. And when we get to it, I'll tell you about it. It's not a huge deal, but see all these Disney dolls? But they're just not in good shape. Lots of games. That's a puzzle. I thought at first that that was sealed, and I was thinking about if it's sealed, I might pick it up, but those puzzles are so heavy. So it probably would have cost me like a couple bucks. Oh my goodness, a couple bucks. So again, here's all these DVDs that I started putting in my cart. And then I was like, I don't want to mess with them. Okay, so you see down here there's some, well, we're not there yet. I thought we were there. We're getting closer. I saw some pieces. I'm taking the DVDs over to my cart, which is so far from me. Okay, I did get this one. This one's Grease. The comps are not great, but I'm thinking of throwing it on Mercari for like $10 with free shipping. So I'm guessing by weight, it probably cost me like 50 cents. So I might make $5 or $6 on it. But that one was sealed, so I don't have to test it. So I decided to grab that one. And again, I'm looking through these. I was thinking about it. And again, I had a bunch of stuff in my cart that I ended up putting back. So maybe on a different day when I was feeling more inspired to grab things that I don't normally grab or have to test. I don't know. See, I just throw them in my cart. I take them all back out. I don't show you guys that, but I do. Lots of toys, and I love toys. I'm trying to learn more and more about toys. So again, comment below if you see something that I missed. Okay, we're getting close to the find of the day, which is really not that great. But I know I can sell it for not a ton of money, but it'll be, I don't know. I have to look it up. But I've done really well with items like this, and we're getting there. Look at these chairs. Look at this umbrella. That is crazy. I didn't get a really good, I didn't get a good shot of it. Sorry, it was kind of cool, but it had holes in it. So the chairs, the lawn chairs, there's a battleship game. So more puzzles. I don't know what this is. I think it's missing something. Tickle Monster, maybe. I think that was a book in there. Maybe I should have got the book. You know, like sometimes people have the item and then they're missing the book. Maybe I should have got that. Let's see. Oh, ooh, that one's falling apart. I did put this in my cart. I ended up looking up comps. Not that great, so I threw it back into the big blue bin. I call them the big blue bins. Are we ever going to get to the part that I'm talking about? I don't know. Is that a Star Wars toy right there? Not that. That's a hat. Which maybe I should have got it, but it didn't say made in the USA on the thing, and it wasn't a K Products, and I don't know. I didn't get it. All right. A green ball. It is kind of fun digging just to see what you'll find, you know, just hoping to see if you're going to find a treasure. And I know some people do really well with the bins, and maybe it depends on your location or what you're looking for. Again, I skipped the clothing. I do take a peek at the shoes, and we'll get to that eventually. That's a big puzzle. Everything looked to be bagged. But again, puzzles, I just pass on them because you have to count the pieces at the least, if not put it together. There were some Barbies and Kens, and I thought I was way closer to this one area, but I guess I'm not. So have you guys seen anything that I should have grabbed? That's an LOL doll case. So I took a peek inside to see if there were any of those, because those are really popular with the kids. And I definitely would have picked those up if there would have been something in it. But it was just the container, which I think people sell the containers too, but probably not for much. Just tons of little toys. Tons and tons of toys, which, you know, if you're going by weight, they don't weigh much at all. Let's see. Something Scooby-Doo right there. I think there's another Scooby-Doo coming out. That was a train, but I don't think it was a branded one. I think that's why I put it back. Because I will pick up Thomas the Train. It's one of those big monster trucks. Is that a, what are those called? I feel like my camera's upside down. Because, yeah, it looks like it's upside down. Sorry about that. These first few videos that I do like this, I am learning. I have no clue how to edit, obviously. Right now, I'm doing what's called a voiceover. So basically, I turn the volume off on the video, and then I record me talking instead, which is kind of cool. So a shout out to Primetime Treasure Hunter. I messaged him and I said, how do you do your voiceovers? And he gave me the app that he uses. That I almost bought. I think it's called Latch Hook, maybe. But it was completed and I didn't want to mess with it. But some of those can do really well. That looked like it was new, but I didn't get it. It wasn't a brand that I knew. I don't know why I was trying to read it. I think I'm like, why am I holding it there for so long? Let's see. I just realized that when I do the voiceover, I have to watch the entire video. I'm like reliving today. Like, I've already looked through all this stuff. I did pick this up. I did put it in my cart. Cookie presses, vintage can be a BOLO depending on the brand. This one, comps were not that great and it wasn't super clean. So I put it back because I did not want to clean it. I'm a lazy reseller. I don't like to clean things. I shouldn't say I'm a lazy reseller because I work my behind off. I'm always working. Okay, so that was a vacuum bag. And there were 2 of them and they were new in the package, but I ended up putting them back also. I probably should have grabbed them because they would have been good bread and butter. These little toys are instruments. And maybe I should have got this too. There's actually a case they come in right there. And I should have just put them in the case and bought it because it seemed to be like, I don't know, there were 4 or 5 pieces I think I saw that went in it. Probably should have got it, but I thought it would be a pain to ship. And I also think that if I didn't have so much inventory that I would have bought more stuff, but I have inventory coming out of my ears. Not literally, but you know what I mean. I have a lot of inventory. If you guys have watched my video where I share with you all of my inventory, you guys know that I have a lot of inventory. But I love, love, love the hunt, the thrill of looking for treasures. I love it. And this here, if you have not been to the Goodwill bins, it is definitely a treasure hunt. And this is definitely upside down. So I'm going to have to go in and see if I can flip the camera. I think it'll let me rotate it. That shouldn't mess up the voiceover, I wouldn't think. Oh, I saw that. It said Cadoo, and I thought that it was caribou, and I got excited for a minute. But it was Cadoo. I think it's Cadoo. If you guys don't know, caribou is definitely a BOLO. You want to pick that up even if it is incomplete, because there's like a key in there that you can sell. There's balls you can sell. There's all kinds of things. So definitely pick up caribou even if it's not complete. Hungry Hippo, you guys ever played that game? I used to play that when I was a kid. It's a fun little game. Let's see, what else? I do find a few more things that I end up buying. But I put a lot back. I don't know what those little guys were. There's an Elsa doll. Again, I didn't get it because she wasn't in great shape. These cards were kind of cool. I probably should have got them. They probably would have been a good bread and butter item. But again, I have so much inventory that I passed on a lot of things that may have been decent. All right, now this, let's see. Oh, this little pig. This little pig here I decided to get. Comps, they kind of range. There's one listed that's kind of high, and then I looked at solds and they were not that great. But I'm going to go ahead and get it. Worst case, you know, it's a bread and butter item and I still make money. I will definitely make money. It's a glass little piglet. Okay, it's a pig. It's not really a piglet. But I have to do a little more research on that. And I don't think that I have this in the order that I looked, because I want to say that one of the items that I ended up buying, I thought I found a long time ago. So maybe I've just got everything mixed up. Lots and lots of stuff. Oh, here we go. Is this it? This might be it. Okay, yep, there it is. Did I even show you guys? Okay, so this is a Thomas the Train. It's from, it's like the wooden, collection. So it's not the cheap plastic. It's a nice wooden piece. And there was a whole bunch of train track over there that I did not get. And I'm thinking now that I probably should have got the wood track. I think I could have sold it, but I didn't get it. But the little piece that I picked up, it's like a bridge, and it has lights and sound, and the lights and sound were both working. So I'm going to guess maybe $15, $20 on that. I do have to look it up, so I'm not 100% sure. See, I'm right here. I'm starting to pick up the train track, and then I'm like, nah, I don't want to deal with it. But now I kind of wish I would have bought it, because that train track, I mean, that all adds up, and there were quite a few pieces there. So I kind of regret that. What do you guys think? Should I have gotten the train track? Comment below. Let's see, what else? I don't know what that is. I think it's a Hot Wheels thing. It was big, so I put it back down. That's I think, Monster High. So a lot of toys in these bins. I think that was Hot Wheels also. So what I did is I recorded, and as I was recording, if I thought that something might be decent, I threw it in my cart, and then when I was finished recording, I looked things up and put most of it back, because I didn't want to really find bread and butter today. I was looking for BOLOs. But yeah, there's a bunch of little LOL containers. Again, I've seen people sell those, not for a lot of money, but I suppose if you can pick them up cheap, and people want them to complete their dolls, then maybe they'd buy them. Be a bread and butter item. But gosh, it probably would have cost me a nickel. That's Paw Patrol. That's a nice piece, but I don't think it was complete. Not 100% sure. This Tonka truck, I don't know. It was plastic, but it was kind of cool. Maybe I should have got it. What do you guys think? If you guys yell BOLO, I'm going to be like, oh no, I missed a BOLO. And then I think that was part of it, another part of the truck. I don't know for sure. Might be part of another truck. Who knows? There is so much stuff in here. A lot of it really could have gone in the dumpster. I mean, just a lot of trash, like this wrapping paper. Like, it's just off the roll, laying there. Lots of trash. Lots of incomplete items. But it was fun. Those were new in the box, and I saw like 3 of them. I probably should have looked it up, but it didn't seem like a high-end item, so I didn't even bother. Some Barbies here. More toys. So in the comments below, tell me what your best Goodwill bins find is. Like, what's the best thing you've ever found, and how much did you sell it for? Lots of toys. So do you guys think that you would rather see Goodwill bins videos, thrift store videos, estate sale videos, or garage sale videos? Do you have a preference? Comment below and let me know what you guys are thinking. I'm going to try to mix it up. I mean, do you guys like this kind of video where I'm sorting through all this stuff at the bins? And I know this is totally different from every other video I do. I mean, most of mine is educational and teaching about BOLOs, But I feel like if I'm going to grow the channel, I need to do things that maybe other people that don't like the educational aspect and just want the entertainment part. So I'm trying to mix it up. That was Shopkins. That other little thing I would have bought. It was still in the package, but it was all scratched up. I can't think of what it's called. It's the kid's toy that you push and it makes sounds. But those are kind of expensive. Not super expensive, but I could have sold it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm trying to branch out on the channel a little bit to reach a larger audience, I guess. So if you don't like these kind of videos, I'm so sorry. I will still be putting out tons of BOLO videos. And I have a new series starting on Monday, which is kind of the same thing. I'm hoping people like it. So yeah, I'm just trying some new things. There are these Star Wars puzzles that were okay. I looked them up. Comps weren't great, and I did not want to count the pieces. 500 pieces. No, thank you. And you can see there's a couple laying right there, so they're probably not complete. Oh, are those Hatchimals? Like, I know the Hatchimals, some of them have like the fuzz on them, but those looked like they were bare. There's a live pets thing. I've sold one of those before. Okay, so I'm over at the shoes, and I'm going to tell you right now that there are a lot of shoes. Some of them are tied together, but most of them are just scattered all over the place. It is a mess. And I find it hard to believe that anybody finds nice shoes, but I know that people do because Profit Monsters finds shoes. And if you haven't checked out his channel, go check it out. And then one of my friends, his name is Ron, and he finds all kinds of shoes at the bins. I, on the other hand, did not find any shoes at the bins. I mean, I looked. You can see I'm looking. But it was just a lot of old, beat up shoes. Yeah, old beat up shoes. So, and you guys kind of know how I feel about shoes. I'm kind of weirded out by shoes. I did buy a pair the other day at the thrift store. You guys would have been so proud of me. I walked in, I saw them, and I'm like, oh, those are a BOLO. I posted a picture on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go to my Instagram. It's bolobuddies or bolo_buddies_resellers, and you'll see what the shoes look like that I picked up, and you'll know why. And somebody said that I need to take them and I need to like twist them to make sure they're not rotten. And I'm like, rotten shoes. Okay, I will do that. So apparently these shoes are kind of known to rot. So I have to twist them. I haven't done that yet. So here's everything that I had in my cart. And everything, not everything, but I was going to tell you how many items I end up getting. But I'm going to pause and I'm going to go over to this section that I almost missed. So this was hats and like bags and stuff like that. It's not clothing. That's a new with tags hat. I almost threw that in the cart, but I was like, nah, bread and butter, I don't need it. I'm not saying that I'm against bread and butter. I totally pick up bread and butter, but I just was not looking for bread and butter today. I was like hoping to go to the bins and score some huge BOLO, but it did not happen. But like I said, there were hats over here, and I'm always looking for vintage hats. I have sold some really high dollar vintage hats, trucker hats to be exact. So I'm always looking for those now. I think I sold one for like $250. It was a very exciting day for me. I picked it up at a garage sale for like 50 cents. It was amazing. You know what I didn't see a lot of today was plush. Did not see a lot of plush, which is surprising. You would think that the bins, Goodwill bins, would be full of plush. So there were tons and tons of books. I can't remember what the price was on books, but they had like a set price for books. You did not pay by the pound for books. I didn't see anything else that was priced separately. I don't think that's Burberry. Not Burberry. Oh, what is it? Is it Burberry? Maybe it is Burberry. I don't know. I get all those. I'm not really good at the high-end brands. My sister, on the other hand, is like a high-end brand. She loves all that stuff. So is my mom. Okay, so I don't know if you guys just saw the blanket. It's like a little kid's blanket with a head on it, like a stuffed animal, a plush. I think they call them lovies. If you can find those in good condition, those are definitely a good bread and butter item because kids lose theirs and the parents are trying to replace the exact item. And that is a tip that I picked up from Star on Flippin' Hippos. She knows a ton about plush. So if you have not seen her channel, definitely go check her out. There was another one of those little blankets. So yeah, pretty big mess. I came home and I took a shower. Actually, it wasn't that bad. I thought it, I think the last time I went, it was a little bit, I don't want to say dirtier, but there was like dirtier stuff in it. This time it wasn't too bad. However, this purse bag thing that I looked in, it was kind of yucky inside. That was kind of a cool hat, but it had damage. You can see right there. It was kind of snagged. So I looked up that brand. It wasn't anything. And then there's this bag that I put in my cart and I took it back out. I don't know if I show it in the video. I think I do. We're getting to it. That's not it. It's vintage. It's like a brown color. There was a pair of Calvin Klein jeans over here that if I was looking for clothes, I probably would have picked up. But I'm definitely not looking for clothes. I do not need any clothes. All right, what do we got? Oh, here's the brown vintage bag. And it's kind of cool. There were some decent comps, but the inside just was really, really dirty. And I was like, I don't want to clean it. So I passed. So I spent $4.53. These are the items that I purchased. I got this little dollhouse thing, which was a disappointment because I can't get it open to test it because there's the little Thomas the Train thing. And it works, see? It works. Lights up, makes sound. So I picked that up. And then I got the little glass pig. I don't know. I think I can at least get $10, maybe more. I got to research it. And then I got the Grease movie, the DVD, because it was sealed and I'm probably... Thank you all for watching. I am at home. It's almost bedtime. I'm working on editing this video, which you guys know me. I don't edit. I don't know how to edit, so this is all learning to me. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It's mostly just a voiceover and some rotation of the videos so that everything's lined up. But that's about all I did. Everything else was unedited. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, and share. And I hope you guys are all having an awesome day, and I'll see you real soon. Thanks for watching. I gotta wave.